I think it's the cohesiveness where everything starts to come together in that circle. That's what allows you to pop millions of dollars from branding.
Hey guys, Reed Perez here, CEO and founder of Branding for the People. And I want to welcome you again to another conversation I have with one of my private clients, Malorie Tadimi.
I'm so happy to share my story of working with Ree and Branding for the People, because this man right here has changed my life. And I think that this is something you're going to want to pay attention to.
All right, so let's break it down. Let's start from the beginning. What was the problem you had prior to branding?
So for me, I wanted to create connection with my potential clients. That's so important in today's world. People are looking for authenticity. And if they can't figure out who your brand is, what your brand is about, and the person behind the brand, people won't want to work with you. They want to connect with you, and they want to connect with the soul of the brand. And for me, I had a really hard time figuring out the soul of my brand. And that's why I turned to Branding for the People, because they could get the words out of me and get the expression out of me and the look and the feel and the vibe and the stories that I was just kind of speechless about. Like, I felt like it was all in here, but I just couldn't get it out in the right way. And you guys changed that for me. So I'm not the random person that just woke up and was like, I want to build a personal brand. That's not my story. So my story is I built a successful consulting company, heavy consulting. And I was realizing that the marketplace was changing and I needed to do something about it. The marketplace was now demanding a lot more authenticity, a lot more transparency. And that's where I was like, okay, I think I need to step up and do this. And I realized I was at the point where I was just ready for massive scale. But before I could put that into place, I needed to step up and stop hiding behind my company and become more of a personal brand, because that's what the market demands right now. You can still have a big company, but have a face of your brand. And that's what I was starting to realize. I was hiding behind the company and I wasn't so much the face, but people wanted the face.
That being said, why did you choose to work with my agency, Branding for the People? You have clearly lots of choices to choose from. Everyone's saying that they're doing branding. Why did you choose to work with us?
Okay, so I met you at the most perfect time. I was already searching for a company to help me with branding. So I was on Google, Googling all the different branding companies, and I would see them pop up and I would submit their inquiry form or whatever. And like 5 days back, they'd get back to me with this like non-personal response. And I was just kind of in that phase. And then I met you, and you just came in like this angel, and it was like, oh. And you were so personal and you were so interactive and your team was amazing. And I was like, I want this. I want to feel like I'm working with a company that gets me and I'm just not another form that they're sending out saying like book a sales call with our sales guy. And I found with the other companies, they wanted to like just more like keep it into like a segmented box rather than actually figure out who I was and bring me into the picture. I can't speak, but I need someone to help me like figure out the words so I can speak. And I knew you guys got that. And that's what we created, something that was 100% in alignment with me and what I was trying to create.
For the type of work that branding is, it's a very intimate process. And you can't put people through like through a funnel. No one wants to feel like they're in a funnel. No one wants to feel like a cookie cutter. It's a very intimate and personal journey for a lot of entrepreneurs and business owners. So now I love what you said. So talk to me about the process. In your mind, what made the process effective for you?
For me, it was the different assessments and how much time your team spent getting to know me and all the weird and quirky things that I say or I don't say. They were actually able to turn that into a tangible thing. And that was the impossible task I had myself. I mean, I'm a smart person, but I couldn't figure out how to turn this into this, like something that you can look, see, feel, experience, right? So I think it was all the listening, and then taking together like everything that they've kind of learned about me and putting it into not just a visual representation, because that's not branding, right? Branding is not just a logo, as you famously say. It's so much more than that. It's the soul. And you guys helped me to find my soul, and then we could amplify that from there into all the different ways.
Talk to me about some of the tangible outcomes since going through the branding process or since the rebrand.
So I work a lot online. So I have scaled my business online. I do business coaching, business strategy, online marketing strategy online. So for me, my channels are limited to online, right? Like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn. So once we figured out all of the heart stuff, then we could go and figure out the tangible, like look, feel kind of things with the logo, the colors, the design. Like you guys did my website as well. You did everything.
I mean, everyone's different and everyone's results are different. For some people, they land their first client, or they're able to go to that next revenue bracket, or they're able to increase their conversions or attract opportunities that they wouldn't have otherwise been able to attract because of the brand. Were there any examples like that for you that were like either surprising or like satisfying even? They're like, wow, thank God we went through the rebrand, because now I'm able to see XYZ results. Is there anything like that for you?
Yeah. I mean, we've made millions of dollars since the branding with you.
Well, there you have it. You're looking at millions of dollars, branding, boom.
I mean, like, to make millions of dollars in the online space, you have to know what you're doing, and you really have to be able to help people. Cool. Got that up in here. I'm good. Right. And then you have to have the experience helping people. Cool. Got that in here. Have worked with people for years and years and years. I've had thousands of clients. But if you're trying to scale to the level that I have, where you're pulling in millions, it becomes more than that. Like what's in here is no longer good enough. Your experience from here, like your street smarts, it's no longer good enough, because you're competing against the other biggest companies out there, and people have to be able to identify with your story, first of all, but then the story of themselves. How do they see themselves within your brand and evolving? How can they relate to you as the owner of the company? So there are so many esoteric type of things that go into making millions of dollars. It's not just a funnel. It's not just having a program. It's not just offering coaching or online courses or any of that stuff, right? People have to connect with you at that level and understand your story. So branding has allowed my audience to do that because it gave me a voice. My voice is fully expressed through visual, through audio, through tech as well, the look and feel of the websites and the funnels and all of that. So I think it's the cohesiveness where everything starts to come together in that circle. That's what allows you to pop millions of dollars from branding.